Very happy to meet you and see you, Bobby. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good. How was your day so far?
So far it's good. I love the weather now. This is May already, but we have a cold day, so it's a special treat for us, Texan people.
Oh, you're operating in Texas. Where in Texas?
Yes, Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay. How is it there? How is life, or like how is it there now?
Um, Dallas, I think, is the strongest city in economy. I think in Texas. I think it's stronger than Houston. I believe, at least it's comparable. Yeah, for real estate, I think um, Dallas, kind of in the center, so it can build 360 degree to expand. Houston doesn't have anything in the south or like southeast. There's the ocean, right? So there's a limit. So they progress more toward the west and probably northwest, some to the north, but a little bit hard to the north, I think. But west and the northwest. But Dallas, 360 degree. Yeah. So the metroplex, I think Dallas will be the biggest metroplex soon.
It's quite a prediction right there. Well, sorry, I just jumped into the location, and that's interesting because we operate in Tennessee, and I have experience in North Carolina. It's the opposite for
Yes.
North Carolina. A lot of the good properties or the main businesses in real estate are in the northeast. If it's northwest in Dallas, it's northeast. But anyway, before we jump into real estate and the business, I want to get to know you first. And this is a
Yes.
question I ask every single guest because I
Yes.
know the audience wants to know, and I want to know, who is Bobby outside of your profession, outside of the professional world? Who are you? Please tell us.
Um, I am a U.S. citizen, born in Indonesia. I came here. I came to the U.S. 1999. Um, I arrived in New York and moved to Dallas in 2005. A big change. Um, I like Dallas better. I think it is like comparable to my hometown in Indonesia. Kind of like laid back, unlike New York where everything is rush, very fast. Um, I am married. I live with my wife here in the suburb north of Dallas. We've been living here since 2001. We moved from our first house um, in 2021. So yeah, 5 years in this house. I like hanging out with friends, networking. Um, I love good food. Um, so my wife and I try to create or recreate really good food. When we see one, we create our own recipe also. Um, yeah, we are foodies. We uh, we enjoy playing pickleball. Who
Uh,
doesn't, right?
Very popular nowadays.
Yeah, it's one of the way we can interact with friends, uh, close friends, business partners. Um, yeah, we get together. Yeah, it's part of our social life. We go to church every Sunday. Uh, uh, what else? I I believe that's all about me, right?
Good. You gave me a window into who you are, Indonesian, and I'm being a person. I think you can see it in my face. I am also South East Asian,
Okay,
also Malay,
okay.
right? So I am familiar with rendang and opak masala.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Um,
you should try my wife's rendang. Oh,
oh, I think, to be honest with you, Indonesia and Vietnamese food are the best. It's always like for me, maybe this week number one is for me. Number one is Indonesian food, and then next week is Vietnamese. Always fighting. And I really. What's your favorite Indonesian food?
oh, everything. I'm easy. I'm not a picky eater. However, I do enjoy good food. So I prefer quality to compared to the quantity. Um, so yeah, we make like we are serious with the food. Um, I select materials. I'm very concerned uh, with the quality of the materials. So I research a lot of things. I did the research on olive oil, so I know that there are probably 90% or more are not olive oil, fake olive oil in there. So I kind of know which ones are good one, real olive oil. So I buy only certain brands of olive oil. I did some research also for salt. I have I don't know how many types of salt in my house, maybe 20 or so different kind of salt. So yeah, I'm very concerned about health. Yeah, I I try not to eat out too much. If I do or if I buy, I try to find out what they are made of, etc., etc. So at least I can limit, I can minimize the consumption of unknown substance, unknown materials, preservatives, coloring, all that. So yeah, I try
I'm
to
sorry.
minimize all that.
I'm not gonna let you go with the question on this because for me it's for me rendang and nasi goreng. If you were to choose
Oh,
one food from Indonesia, from your hometown, from your home country, one food only, for the rest of your life. Let's say you get cursed, and for the rest of your life, there's only one food you can eat from Indonesia. What would it be? What would be your favorite?
wow, that is very hard. If I have to eat like every day, that is the only option. I would go with the one has more vegetables and a little bit of meat in it. Rendang, as much as I love it, um, basically it's all meat. So I will have to pass on that. Maybe nasi goreng may be okay because it has like everything. It has the rice, it has vegetable, eggs, sometimes a meat in it. So probably I will choose nasi goreng, or the salad type of food where I can, eat more vegetables. I'm pretty balanced between meat and vegetables.
I see. Is your wife Indonesian as well?
Yes, yes, she is, and
Oh,
her family is from where rendang is very popular, which is a
okay.
West Sumatra.
Wow.
So
Okay. And you are from
yeah,
which area in Indonesia? You mentioned it's very laid back there. So I believe you're from the countryside in Indonesia. Is that right?
not a countryside, but it's a city, but not like the major. I'm from Bandung. It is a major city, but I live in the suburb. Um, yeah, it's a West Java. West Java is about 100 miles south of capital Jakarta.
Okay, pretty near to the main city. I would love to go there. Well, let's transition
Yeah.
into your business. And I know you are part of Cubico Living, or
Yes.
you have created Cubico Living and Cubico Walls, right?
Yes.
Can you
That's
tell
correct.
me, you already talked about your history and how many years you've been in the US. Tell me your journey and how you started with Cubico Walls and Cubico Living.
So after I quit my W-2, so my W-2 was in the restaurant business. I started from a dishwasher, a busser, a server, a kitchen. Yeah, I did everything. Uh, Mostly, I work in the Japanese hibachi steakhouse. So yeah, if I take over right now a Japanese hibachi restaurant, I would probably can do it with my eyes closed. Yeah, I did that for how many years? 20 something years. So when I quit my W-2, I enter into real estate, which is something I love since I was like very little. Uh, when I was probably under 10 years old, I always open the newspaper. My dad always he bought like multiple newspaper every day. The first thing I open is the advertisement section, and I will go to the real estate. Then I read, okay, oh, they build the new houses in that area. They build like hundreds or thousands of houses in there. How much the house? Okay, let's say the type in Indonesia was in meter square. I think it's like the 45-meter square. I think probably here comparable to what 2,000 square feet. I think. Um, so I would find the price, the sale price, the monthly payment, right? Then this was I was like probably 8, 9 years old, so I had to make every month, let's say 2,000. Then okay, I have to make money more than 2,000 to make the payment for that house. So yeah, but life gets us distracted, right? Busy with life. We have to get a job. We have to do like a lot of things to survive. So yeah, a restaurant was shown to me by a friend of mine when I came to the US. So that was the way the journey started in the US. So restaurant until 2021. When I got into real estate, I fix and flip a few houses, and then I came across with a co-living, um, and my business partner loved the idea. Then we started acquiring properties. So we buy one, the next one, the next one, the next one. So yeah, we've got several of those co-living houses. Then we since we are in the business, so people know me in the co-living. So people start reaching out for question for a lot of things. So okay, yeah, I was gladly do it. I talked to, I think, over 100 people. I think reach out to me asking questions. How do you start? How can I get into a co-living? What do I have to do? What do I need to pay attention to the house, etc., etc. Um, so more and more people, but from those conversations, I also learn quite a lot from people, what they struggle with. And somebody even mentioned to me about removable wall for an office. So this person was showing me, and I I bought the material. So I bought those walls, and I tried to use it for one of my co-living. So we 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 build additional rooms with those walls, but the quality was like, yeah, well, it was for an office divider. So okay, we were thinking, how about we make our own for specifically for a co-living. I think it will be helpful for a lot of people, especially beginners, when sometimes you have to make a change right on the plan. Sorry, I'm not going to do any more co-living. I have to change. Then with this wall, you all you need to do just disassemble the wall, keep it in the storage, and you can reuse it in the next project. So you do not waste the walls. If you have permanent walls, here in the US, we are using the woods and the drywall. If you make a change, you just have to break everything, and 100% is all trash. You Most of the time you don't save anything. So that will, in the long run, that will cost even more. So we found a way to make the walls um, soundproof, look better, right? Looks nice, and it's very durable. It has a fire rated A and C class, so have a lot of upgrade compared to the permanent wall. A lot of good advantage of having these walls. So okay, yeah, let's try. Why don't we do it? And we yeah, I came across with some people that reach out to me. So that is a good thing when we are willing to share with people. We get like a whole lot more. So um, those people became my business partners. So I think it's sharing is one of the best way to broaden the network.
I see. Well, with co-living, co-living is, I believe, still misunderstood by a lot of people. A lot of things, there are a lot of things about co-living where people don't understand it. And I want to go back to that, and we'll go back to the business. But what do people often get wrong about the co-living model, and why do you believe in it so strongly?
Um, okay, so why I believe in the co-living? Um, I see the co-living as the future of the U.S. Housing. Why? Because the cost of getting houses is skyrocket. The house price is it just keeps going up and up. Interest rate is not too low. Property taxes keep climbing, and insurance kind of like out of control. It just keep going up, going up. So the gap between making monthly mortgage payments and rent is going to be wider. So people will rent. It will be hard to own houses. Um, Also, with the mortgage keep climbing, the rent will be more expensive. So the only way to do it is to share. um, if only one person make a payment, is just way too much. You imagine you have to pay 3, 4, 5,000 dollars in mortgage. How are you going to pay for that or yourself, right? So but if you have two, let's say 5,000, now is only 2,500 each. If you have three, is only like 16, 1700 a person, for 1250 a person. And if five people, 1,000 each. So with more people, it will be more affordable. So I believe that is one of the few ways to get into affordable housing. I'm pretty sure in the next 5 to 10 years, co-living will be like the normal the norms in daily life. Otherwise, it will be too expensive. Rent, it will keep going up. It will be very hard for people to have a security deposit, a full month, and then the first month of the rent, etc., etc. And co-living kind of more flexible. They can stay maybe like a few months, and then okay, yeah, I can move and change a place or something. But there are a lot of people who stay with us like 3 years already, I think. So it's not like only one or two, but I have like several, maybe close to 10 people. I have like 3 years occupancy. Um, yeah, I think we provide a pretty good accommodation, nice, clean, safe, right? And for them, it's pretty affordable, flexible. It's a win-win for everyone. Um, I would like to see more local government cities, especially to support co-living, because this will be the norm in the future. there's no way people can afford to get a house because the income cannot keep up um, with the increase of the price, right? With the inflation, it's it's too much to catch. The gap is too wide.
I see. Well, what if people who are getting into co-living, what do they misunderstand, or what are people most scared of getting into co-living? What's the
Uh,
main question or concern that you get? What do they
uh,
misunderstand?
on the investor side, or is it for the tenants or for
Both,
people in
both.
general?
So both
Both.
the investor and the tenant. What's the common misunderstanding, or like why are they careful?
For the tenants, mostly they know already. Surprisingly, when we mentioned, yeah, you will live with other people, apparently it's something like common. They share a room with friends, with a family. Some people provide a room, where they live. So house hacking, right? So I think it's like a pretty normal. So most of the tenants, they are okay living with multiple strangers, so they don't like surprise. Oh, how many people? They're asking how many. Okay, yeah. They only ask is how many people, how many bathroom in there, so so they can prepare how it will look like to live in that house. The only thing that is a little bit surprising for them is the ratio of the bathroom to the bedroom, right? So Section 8 allows a four bedroom for one bath. So that's what we use, right? So we do not exceed more than four bedrooms. It means only four people max for one bath. Um, to some people, they think that that's too many, but when I see it, the bathroom is always like not occupied when I visit the those houses. So it's kind of uh, scary for them at the beginning, but once they experience it, yeah, for people, for one is not too bad because everyone has their own a schedule. Not everyone living at the same time at 7 a.m. So work from home. Some go to work in the afternoon. Some work at night. So they all have different time. Um, yeah, they work mostly is the occupation is a single professional. Some contractors, some in the medical field, um, some salespeople. Yeah, it ranges. Uber driver, yeah, any profession, but they pass the background check, so everyone is provided a safe environment. So we are pretty active with their requests, right? Some repair, some uh, improvement. We are on top of all of that. For investors, yeah, they uh, just like me when I started, I was pretty skeptical when I think a house can be converted into 8 bedrooms. I have never seen a 2,500 square feet with 8 bedrooms. So, but once I um, experience it, then yeah, it becomes a normal thing. So we are looking for a house to be converted to a 7 to 8 bedrooms, right? So that we can um, take all those monthly costs, and we have some little bit extra money for us to save in case there is a improvement, a repair to make. So yeah, 7 or 8 people will be a sweet spot to have in the house. Um, Also, investors when they invest in the co-living, um, they need to put in a bit more capital into it. So let's say the house is at 300,000, we buy at about 300,000, but then we need to convert, right? And then we furnish. So a lot of time when we start, we are under the water because of those costs, right? So we need to get those capital back so that our investor can replenish their fund. Um, so that is the like the most concerning for the investor. Yes. Other than that, I think just like another real estate, people will need to allocate some capital, and we play a long game. We do not play real estate only for a few months. We are playing for years and years and years and years.
Speaking of long term, and you mentioned that with everything that you're doing, everything that you've experienced, with your success and everything that you've built, right? Consulting, products, the walls, and even mentoring, right? You all of that is being done. What is your long term goal? Have you achieved it, or are you still looking to grow your business? What's your long term goal?
Long-term goal. Um, Long-term goal will, I think, it will be like endless. I think just like any business people, they don't stop at okay, yeah. Once I reach this, I stop. But it keeps evolving. I think evolving. Um, so let's say I want to reach 50 houses. And guess what happened when they reach 50 houses? Oh, I need to increase to 75 to 100. So for the long term, I think it's endless. I think, um, but the one that we can see, yeah, somewhere in the 50, I think it will be nice. Um, I will be pretty happy if I don't have to work. I can do what I love to do. I can support the people that need support, right? I can take vacation anytime, and we can make impact to our surrounding. I think that is the the first goal that I want to accomplish. So I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything in a sense. Um, all I do is just do what I want. Um, um, and get back to the community, help our surrounding, right, help our community. I think that is probably the biggest accomplishment I think we can get.
That's cool, and that seems like you're reaching that goal. I can see that you're working toward that goal. Now, with the process of reaching that goal, what are some challenges? I would like to talk about challenges for our audience to learn from your lessons, right? And so you can give them advice. What is your challenge right now? What, let's say, process or the type of tasks that you feel that are slowing down your long-term goal?
There are a lot of things that are involved in real estate business. The biggest ones, one is the capital, and number two is the deal. So once we can tackle these two, the rest we can work on it. So without the capital or without the deal, it will not work. So we will need to tackle these two. So this will be the biggest hurdle for people to invest in real estate. 100% people in real estate depend on these two, capital and deals. And the rest is more of a daily activity, choosing partners, choosing vendors, our system, right, etc., etc. So the rest will be like a daily thing that we can improve, we can replace, we can change, we can we can uh, we can always make a reroute. We can what you call, we can switch. However, the two, capital and deals, you cannot replace these two. You don't have a capital, very hard. Um, Not only owning, but access to capital. So capital partner, etc., etc. Right? If you do not have any of that at all, then you're not going anywhere. Without the deal, no matter how much you have, if there is no deal, you can't make any money. Everything is expensive. You buy, you sell, you're not making any money. So you need to get a deal. So those two already probably 80% already cover, and the rest, the 20%, the most important one will be the people, your partner. Um, so yeah, when you work with a good partner, um, you will achieve great things. When you work with the wrong partner, it will be an endless misery. Uh, it's a nightmare, right? So a lot of problems. Um, so yeah, I think the most important is the people and the system, materials, all that are pretty like easy to replace.
I see. Well, in terms of the deals, how are you getting deals nowadays? Or whether it be for walls or for real estate? And what's the difficulty right now in getting the deals?
Getting the deals, just like people looking for jobs, is a hit and a miss. Um, there are timing to everything, um, but also you will need to put yourself out there, always ready. Um, when there is opportunity coming up, you will always want to be ready. Um, for example, if you just getting into any deals, and then when the good deal show up, oops, my capital is all tied up already. I bought a lot, but they are not generating as much, right? Um, you may have like one deal, but this deal is so good, without doing anything, you can get enough already from one deal. So it's a hit and a miss. I got several good deals. I also got into some bad deals. Um, yeah, it's a hit and miss. So I would not say we all always like always lucky. I'm pretty sure even all those big names out there, they make mistakes. They were in the bad deals. The the only difference is how you come out of those bad deals, right? Some people panic. Oh no no no! I cannot stay in this condition for too long. I would rather just sell. No matter how much I lose, I will sell. Um, so some okay. Now is not the time to sell. Then okay, it's time to tighten up. But if we can rent it out first, um, maybe we still need to pay the difference, right? In the meantime, but later on, once the market change, we can sell it for a much better number. So just like the analogy is like you are buying a stock. Today the stock is $100. After you buy it, the stock dropped to $50 to $60. It's a big drop, right? A lot of people panic. Wow, I don't want this one to go to zero. I have to sell. Okay, once they sell, that's it. Uh, the yeah, the story stopped there, and they just take the big loss. But some people just hang on to the stocks, and soon enough, maybe a couple months, maybe a year or more, it's back already, and even past that number already, um, and make a profit. So it's just it depends on how people make the decision in the difficult times. So yeah, every investor got into bad situation. It's just how you overcome the problem. That is the key point.
Speaking of overcoming problems or overcoming challenges, you have a lot of experience in work and work ethic. And I know there have been some good times and some bad times with all the years and your experience. What would be the lesson, like the biggest lesson that really changed you? And how did you do it? How did you decide to keep going, or what made you keep going?
Um, so I will take my experience in when I was working, right? Um, Restaurant is a very fast-paced environment. As soon as I open the door, my employees keep calling me. I would have probably 20, 30, 50 things that I have to solve like within minutes. Some people call on hold complaining I have an issue with our guest customer on this table, that table. This employee make a mistake, and so on and so on, right? So I will have to solve all those things fast. I have like 10 issues I need to address real quick. um, Imagine when you have all those problems coming at you, and then you have a panic attack. Instead of solving 1 to 10, now you are adding number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So most important thing is to remain composed, have to stay calm, okay, have to have a clear mind every single time. So uh, yeah, don't get emotional into things. So just uh, solve the easiest one. Okay, what is the quickest one to solve? I will go with that one. Or if something really really urgent, then I will have to go to that one. But if everything is like non-urgent, I would go from the easiest, quickest. Solve, 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 solve. By doing that, we will build momentum in us. Then to solve the one harder, it will be like easier, because now we apply couple strategy already on resolving those simple issue. Then our mind already have have things working already, okay, for the uh, bigger problems. So I would go like that: stay calm and solve from the easiest. That's how I would do it every single time.
That's really good advice and really good approach, and that has carried you, I believe, right? That has carried you all through your life. And speaking,
Every Yes, every aspect of life.
I see, I got it. Well, with more lessons to that, I ask this for every guest as well. I like to keep a tally of how they answer this question. So, and there's no right or wrong answer to this next question. For you,
Correct.
Bobby, um, which is more important? Of course, in the perfect world or in a perfect situation, or like in the most ideal sense, both having a balanced view of confidence and skill is what we need, right? Enough skill and enough confidence. But if you were to lean toward just one, which do you think, in your personal opinion, which do you think is more important to have, skills or confidence?
uh, Skill. Um, I have worked in the restaurant for a long time. um, I have come across with so many people super confident with no skills. They always get the job, but they don't deliver the job. They are so confident, they always get hired, but they cannot produce anything. People with the skill usually do not show off anything, do not talk too much. They will just do the job. I'm more I lean toward that person, that kind of a person. I tend to work more instead of showing off more. So yeah, skill is to me is more important than confident. However, there is also one that I think is more important than the skill,
Okay.
which is character.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Tell
So
me why. Tell me about that.
yeah, confident is not the same as character, right? Confident is just one part of it. So people with a good character, I will always hire. If I do have a position or not, I will hire that person first. I will place it somewhere, and then I will slowly build a position for that person. I will. I am confident that I can train anybody without the zero with the zero skill, without any knowledge. I can always train. I can always teach if that person has a good character. Um, if we have a very skilled employee, a player, but not so good character, they will not perform to their best. I think we've seen a lot in team sports. Um, a lot of individuals think they are so great, and they cause the team to lose. But if you compare that person's skill, he was probably the best, but the character uh, did not drive him to to produce the best result. So most important to me is the character and
I
that
will.
skill.
That's a really good thing. I think I have to change the question now because of you, Bobby. I have to change that question now. I'm gonna have to start asking guests character, confidence, or skill. But yeah, that's a wonderful answer, and I will really consider changing that. But it's kind of like co-living, right? It's kind of like co-living where we're better together. It's related to that where if you have character to work with a team, and that's one of the like a big strength in co-living, right? And to,
Yes.
to ask that question in with character, um well, regarding, it's kind of related to character. You said you were interested in real estate at the age of 8 or 9, which is crazy to me. For you, do you think dealing in real estate, which entails a lot of communicating with people, and obviously uh, you're very amiable to people. That's how I'm getting here. Talking to people and being very easy to talk to. Was it always natural for you, or was it something you learned?
It is something I learn, something I have to force myself to get into. I'm an introvert. Um, yeah, I don't like talking to people much. However, when am forced into the situation, right? So when I work in the restaurant, I started from a dishwasher all the way to the general manager position. So as a general manager, I supervise employees. I think we have about 100 employees, I think, in one restaurant. Uh, so we have meetings, we have a training, right? A lot of time I will have to explain. to them. So yeah, I didn't have um, I'm I'm not a focal person at school in my home country. It's not like I'm a person who talk to or explain. However, if I have to explain something, I explain systematically. I let it out so that people with zero knowledge can understand. I try to let it out as easy as possible for people to understand. So I think that is like a natural intuition for me. So I use that every time I have to explain things, right? So at the restaurant that I work, I started talking to employees, and of course to our guests, to our customer, right? Every time there's a complaint or everything, all those managers, they will dump it to me. Something that is serious. Oh, Bobby, I cannot handle. Okay, you take it. I don't have anybody else. I have to handle it, right? So I have to take the phone. I have to absorb when people scream in front of me like this. I have to absorb all that, right? Uh, then I have to neutralize the situation, and then there are events also in the restaurant. We have event, sushi and sake, right? So people come, make a sushi, and then drink the sake. I have to explain the sake part, so I have to learn. I have to make a presentation throughout like 2 hours along with the sushi chef. So I need to make it attractive. So I learned too. So I study the materials, and then I will combine it, and I use my own words and explain it to them. So it has to be attractive. It's 2 hours something long event. It will be boring if if we are just okay, very technical. So yeah, I learned all that. So it changed. Also at church right now, I have some duty, right? I'm closing a service with a prayer. I'm what you call it, intercessor prayer. So I have to learn. Uh, I have to know what I need to say, and I have to go to the stage to do that. So it's something not comfortable, but I have to do it. But once you do it over and over and over, you get used to it. So yeah, it can be natural maybe after like certain period of time, right? I would not say I'm natural, but I'm used to it. I know the points I have to deliver, um, and how I need to deliver it. Um, like those events at the restaurant, I have to make it fun so that people will not get bored sitting for like 2 hours something of event. So yeah, we learn where we make a mistake. Okay, can we fix it? Can we eliminate the mistake and improve it? So yeah. It's something people should be able to do. Um, yeah, I'm not a native speaker. I even in my own language, I still have to think what I need to say because I don't want to say things that I will kind of regret. So I'm super careful with what I say.
I see. Well, that sounds very inspirational. And speaking of inspirational, and I know you mentioned you only have an hour, but of course, I would like you to rest. And I'm actually enjoying this episode a lot, to be honest with you. I'm learning a
Yes.
lot, and your perspective is very, I could relate to it, but um, a lot of people can, they find a lot of the things that you do, you've achieved. It seems difficult, but the way you break it down makes sense. And again, I'm learning a lot. And this is going to be the last question. What would be your message to our audience and for the people watching? What will be, it could be a statement of inspiration or a lesson you've learned. What will be your last statement to our audience?
Hmm. I think there are so many things. It it depends on what is important for me, right? That I want to uh, um, say to pass the message, and also it depends on the audience, what kind of message that they want to hear. Some people like encouraging words, inspiration. Some like some informative uh, words. Some like something nice to hear, right? To me, I think back to what is important for me when I decide to hire people, which is a character. So if I want to pass a message to people, I think is to build on character. Um, I think everyone has their own way to do it. Um, I am a Christian. I build my character around the teaching of Jesus, right? I know everyone has their own way to do it, but if everybody knows the truth, the truth will set you free. So what I see is a lot of people do not know the truth. They are clouded by emotion, right? Again, I also talk about emotion, about stay calm, about remain focused, right? Um, so a lot of people just being clouded with emotion, and they make a lot of wrong decisions. So remain focused, stay calm, and seek the truth. I think that's, if I condense into short words, I think that's it.
Like what you said, it's too many, right? But I got your message. I really did. It's like overall, it's really character, and your character will lead you to the next and to the next. And again, character is also like we said, I'm a man of faith as well. I'm a Christian, so I know like either way, success, if you experience success or failure, character is really, it's going to make you win in life no matter what, right?
Yes, yes. So result, it will follow. Okay, people concentrate too much on the result and forget about the progress. So if you take care of the progress, the result will be guaranteed.
And that is a wonderful way to end this podcast. And truly, truly, Bobby, I really enjoyed it. You have a very special character, very relaxing, I would say, very relaxing, very inviting character, like co-living. So I appreciate it.
You have my information, so yeah, feel free to reach out. I do enjoy the podcast. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, looking forward to getting in touch with you in the future.
Thank you very much, Bobby.